All right, what's up, guys? So we're back with something. It might sound like this is clickbait, but I'm serious. This was one of the most tragic losses that I've ever witnessed in a fighting game, at least in recent years. This is without a doubt, like off the top of my head, this is the biggest one. Something right now. This happened last week. If you didn't know, the Capcom Pro Tour has just for the 2021 season has just kicked off. The first event was in Japan, so it's the Japan event. And the way it works this year is that only first place qualifies. There's no point system. There's no traveling around the world. Every region, I think, only gets two. They get two qualifiers, and only the winner gets to represent their country and go there. So I want to talk about something that happened. If you watched it, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, let's watch. This set here between Momochi and Tokido. So as you see, it's 2-2 right now. Final round right here. And let me give a little bit of background right here. So Momochi loses, right? So that's a spoiler. But this kind of bracket for leading up to this match right now, this is the bracket of top 8. If you didn't hear anything about this tournament, like all tournaments I would say in Japan, is without a doubt the hardest tournament in the world. Every region loves to hype up. They love to gas up. Like, oh, dude, America's got the best players. Europe's got the best players. You might have the best player, but you definitely not have the strongest scene. Japan is without a doubt the strongest Street Fighter scene when it comes to average level of play. Like the sheer amount of top players, the sheer amount of killers is insane. So just to make it to top 8 is a ridiculous accomplishment in this tournament. So Momochi, he had lost. So he had lost earlier to Tokido in the winner's side. And, in a big tournament like this, when you lose and go down to losers, basically it's over for you. You almost have no hope of making it all the way. But Momochi battled his way out through top 16 to make it to top 8. He started the day and lose. Look, he beat Fudo 3-2, close set. He washed John Takeuchi right there. He went up against Kawano, another young player. He beat him, and then he fought Tokido. So that's where we are right now. We're here at this match. So Momochi, Tokido, rivals. Momochi, by the way, running Ryu, which is everyone's cheering for him because he's running Ryu. This character got buffed, but he's still an honest guy. He still have to outplay people. But here it is, the final round. Let's see what happens. Tokido was kind of kicking his ass a little bit earlier, but nice. So Momochi, very, very patient. Can I pause? I'm gonna pause. Nice jump for there. But did you just see that? Like, look how he has to play. People always talk about Ryu's like a gorilla online, but that's not how it works at high level. Momochi, when he fought, very, very passive, very, very patient. He doesn't have buttons like Tokido. He doesn't have Urien's medium kick. So Momochi, it felt like every match he played, he was kind of on the defensive the whole time. His back to the wall. But he was an underdog. He stayed with it. Nice sweep. Activate. Shimmy. It was working earlier, but not that time. Tokido learned just take it. It's backing away. Tokido got V-Trigger. V-Trigger, Urien V-Trigger, one of the best in the game. Maybe the best when it comes to comeback mechanics right now. All right, here it is. This is right there. All right. Even before, if you don't know Street Fighter, look, you might only be looking at the health right now, but I would say this is even because of the V-Trigger right there. So Tokido is still major threat right now. He needs like one hit and he could win. So this is terrifying. This is super tense right now. All right, he has to activate right now. So, okay, Momochi, jump back, escape. Another mirror is there. Shimmy throw. Here it is. He built the meter for the super, the CA right now. CA, I thought this was going to kill. I thought this was it. 10 seconds. 9 seconds. He got him, right? I thought there was no way. He fell on it. He fell on it. We did it, boys. Are you serious? So again, just watching one round, you might be like, that's not that tragic. It's his run. All the way up to this point, the run to get there, to almost beat Tokido, who's considered the strongest player in the world, or at least in Japan. Oh, he just lost it like that. An easy win for Tokido right there. Tokido deserved to lose. He deserved to lose, but, Momochi messed up. I guess I don't mean he deserved to lose, but he basically lost right there if he had just not done that. So what was he doing? He didn't get greedy. He didn't get greedy at all. He made the right play. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. So this is heartbreaking. You see James Chen down there. You see Vicious. Even the Japanese commentators right now, they're like, oh my God. It's so tragic after all that work, after all that grind, like the comebacks and everything. Just let it slide like that. It's super, super, super painful. But what I want to talk about is not just that. I want to talk about his mindset. So what happened right there, if you don't know Street Fighter, so right here he recognized. So right now Momochi knew. He knew that Tokido was going to get hit by this fireball. There's nothing Yurin can do right now to avoid this fireball. So in his head, you know, in that split second, that one frame, he's like, he's going to land on the fireball. I can combo after this. So he tries to do Shinku Hadouken. Messes up. It's hard to do when you're moving forward. So he tried to do Shinku Hadouken. He messed it up. He got the DP. So tragic stuff. He lost, eliminated. He was one round, just one fireball away from going to grand finals against Mago. Now, what I want to talk about is how he reacted to that. Everybody is I see a lot of professionals in the chat saying he should have CA, that's what he's trying to do. It's called execution error. But, you know, everyone watching, there was tens of thousands of people watching. They're like, oh my God, what happened? Then he made this tweet. Ready? Like right after he makes this tweet. This is very, very impressive to me. So his tweet, I translated it. He said, at the very end, Shinku, my Shinku didn't come out. He's like, but if I had tried to input the command with PP, with multiple punches, then maybe EXDP would have came out, and it probably would have hit. So in the end, you know, it's my fault. It was my fault for not training enough. So this is kind of the focus of the video, not just the tragic loss, but also like the mindset of a champion right there. It's not just Momochi, but all these guys. This is what like a real sweaty old professional gamer thinks, right? I know a lot of people in America would have done this, and a lot of people overseas would have done this, because a lot of people are still young, which is fine. The heat of the moment, we might have seen some insults or something, but it would have come out and be like, that's bullshit, I was robbed, you know, Tokido got lucky, lag, this game input sucks, Momochi immediately just came out and said, it's my fault. If I had done this would have worked right there. In the very end, it was my fault. I was just so impressed by it. It's very, very professional. Very, very professional. And that's a mindset I'll never have. That's why I'll never be good. Because I definitely believe I would be like, what the hell happened? I would blame everything else but me. You know, I did super. This stick, I blame Victrix. My stick sucks. This shit sucks. It's terrible. If you don't understand, the CA input is double quarter circle forward and one button. So they'll press one button right there. They'll do bop bop, one button. So he said if I press two buttons, I might have had a better chance. Even if EXDP came out, it probably would have hit. Actually, it wouldn't have hit. I think Reinhardt tested it out. It wouldn't have hit. The only thing that would have hit there is the CA, if he actually got the input, or if he did donkey kick. He could have done donkey kick, and I believe that would have worked too. I think those are the only two options. Am I forgetting one? Or EX Fireball. Sorry, there's three. Those three options would have worked. DP would have whiffed right there, but tragic stuff for Momochi. But again, that's just super interesting to me, the mindset of a champion. So if you are serious, you know, you're probably not. If you're watching Anime Illuminati, I highly doubt you're a serious competitor, because, you know, we're just kind of bullshitting around here on this channel. But if you are, for some reason, if you're a young, up-and-coming superstar and you do really want to get good one day, that's the mindset you want to mimic right there. As much fun as it is to go on Twitter and yell and blame other people and shitpost, in the end, when you really think about it, it is going to come down to you. So being able to accept that, to look at your mistake, figure out, you know, accept that it was your fault, figure out how to improve, and be ready for the next time, like Momochi, like a lot of these other guys are doing. Like that's what you're gonna do. But yeah, that's it. Just a short video I wanted to share. I really think that was a really impressive moment. It was tragic, but also the way he handled it was impressive. And if you didn't watch it, if you have nothing to do, watch the top 8. Even Saturday's very exciting. Even though I don't play Street Fighter 5, I really like watching the game played at the highest level, you know, because these guys, the game is bullshit. There's a lot of very, very powerful techniques. So watching these guys play around that, you know, it becomes a game of inches, right? Because one little mistake, and it's over for you. It was a good tournament. So yeah, check out the archives if you haven't. I'm looking forward to the next one. Japan's getting another one later on in the year. I hope Momochi can win the next one. We'll see. But anyway, like always, if you're still watching, let me know, what do you think? What was your favorite moment? What was your favorite moment from CPT? Do you agree with Momochi? Do you think he should have been angry? He should have been saltier? That tweet went up right away, too, while he was still emotional. He didn't wait for that. That went up really soon. Let me know. So if you're still watching, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.